Okay. Today, it's pretty standard. It's a push day. Can't complain too much about it. Still haven't gotten my results back, MRI wise. They told me it's going to take, a day or two to really see if we're all good. Once we get that all clear is, when we can start benching again. And I'm hoping to hear good news, obviously. I think yesterday, we had a really solid leg day. I think the highlights were definitely the leg curls. I mean, I'm pushing a good 10 pounds over what I thought we were supposed to be doing. I didn't even notice. Well, it's not that I didn't notice, it's that I had thought it wrong. It's a pretty good sign. Or you can take it either as a good sign or a bad sign. It's just up to your interpretation. But not very often we're going to make big jumps like that. It's just not good for business. Not good for the brand, On a more serious note, weight's at 186 currently. I think shedding pounds, it's going to be a little bit slower from here on out. I think we're going to waver around half a pound to a pound a week. Really keep packing the muscle on as much as we can. Make sure we don't lose anything. Just slowly trim the body fat. At the end of the day, I'd like to be close to 180, 175 before we start bulking again, but do what you can. And I mean, by the time end of December, January comes rolling around, we'll start looking to bulk again. And hopefully we'll crush ourselves up to that 200 pound, 210 pound area, and then we'll get to really cut down and get our actual physique goal in mind, I think I've stated it before. My goal is to try and be, my height around 200 pounds, anywhere from 10 to 12% body fat. That would be the goal. That'd be like kind of smack dab right where I want to be. And we're closing in. We're kind of close. I think that a detrimental part is going to be this. It's going to be cutting and kind of getting rid of a lot of the body fat, making sure that we kind of keep ourselves in a lower body fat range. Because we were creeping up 16, creeping up to 17. And I can't say that we weren't defined, but what I can say is that I know it can get a lot better. So, all of that being said, we're going to get right into it. And, I will see you guys in a minute. Or for you guys, it'll be in a minute. For me, it'll be like 8 hours later. But once I'm out of work and we're ready to start roaring. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay. I didn't do the first 4. I wanted to kind of just get through them and work a little bit on rotator cuff. With this right side, a lot of the flexion that happens under tension kind of flares up pretty quick, but I'm just trying to really figure that out a bit more than anything else. So I felt like it was a good thing for me to kind of do solo there and reconvene with you guys for this one. No real major changes with that weight because that wasn't, again, the goal. This one, though, I'm pushing it. We're at 72.5. Starting to run out of the stack here. I'm probably going to end up running out, I want to say November, like mid-November, if we keep going at the same rate, but we'll see if that hypothesis is correct. Definitely a heavy first set. Get a lot of like the clicks and my elbows and shit out of the way. We'll hit the other three. I don't actually remember what the other three are going to be. So, one way to find out. What am I thinking about for round 2 here? Hopefully it doesn't feel as heavy as round 1. I think it'd be a good sign if we don't hear as much clicking, clacking at the elbows here at lockout. Because I really like the full contraction on this. I feel like it's one of the only times where I focus a lot, or I feel that it's a good focus to get the full contraction. You know, because most of the time it's like, what matters is actually the eccentric and not the concentric, but something about this one's a little different. I don't know. We are 65 with a bumper, so probably just around 70. Not a huge change, but maybe enough. A tough last round. Got everything really burning up, but I mean, we'll take it. What is this next one? It's either 65 or it's 57.5 with a bumper. Double check, but you know, that's why I'm telling you, it's why I write things down. There's no possible chance I'd be able to remember any of my weight. I might remember the top set, and then like everything else is guesswork. And that's so bad if you really want to improve, you know? If you really want to actually get better at what you're doing. You got to be meticulous. You want to do the things you don't want to do. So, that's one of them. So let me double check then. Another thing, I don't really know if I've stated it before, but anybody who's been watching for a little bit now probably notices, like, dude, why are you doing so little now for your arms? You only do one movement, really, for triceps and one for biceps. Why? Well, I guess the best way to explain it is that I probably hit close to 12 to 15 sets involving the triceps throughout a week. So to add, you know, close to like 20, 25, it's going to be a lot for really seemingly no reason at this point. I want to double check it, but I think everything I do is either 15 sets or greater a week, because compound movements and things like, you know, benching, rowing, squatting, well, leg press technically, and there's other movements that like they involve more than just the target muscle. This is more of like an isolation movement, but if you don't put into effect that the compounds still work those muscles. So in order for me to get like a good amount of volume, all I really need is one of these. One for triceps, one for biceps. We push it pretty damn hard. And I mean, I think that my triceps have actually been a bit more horseshoed since then. I mean, it's not a crazy difference by any means, but it's still good. I feel like adding another 4 or 5 sets isn't really going to help me with that. It's kind of junk volume, you know. But maybe in the future, when we get to a point where like progress starts to stagnate. Add a little more volume, or, well, at this point, the weight would just keep going up. So you might not even need that. So what I'm saying is that you really don't need a designated arm day. At least I don't think. All that little explanation, over-explaining for why I do the things that I do. We've got 57.5 to fuck around with, for lack of a better term. Got nasty at the end. Triceps are on fire. Got one more set, and then it is shoulder work. Okay, here we are. Last one. 50 pounds, 6 reps, maybe some partials. And then we've got shoulder work. Then we have one more fly. And I think I'm going to mess with some forearm stuff for my, what would you call it? The stuff I do at the end, like an accessory, that's what it is. I don't know why I was blanking on that word. I use it all the time. So, last one. We're throwing that a little without getting much there. All right, switch it up. On to your favorite movement. But I've got to go look around for where the wrist straps went. I found one. 2. All right, cool. I found them. I'm going to try and validate something here. I'm also going to try to move the microphone a little bit. Maybe it's not there. Probably closer to here. That way the microphone itself is actually in. I can't do that. It's got to be this way. It's going to be done. I'm trying to find a way where you can actually still hear me because I'm a soft-spoken person. And I also don't want to be, like, screaming around in the gym. But, I noticed the last few videos, it was kind of quiet. That's because, like, if there's people around, I am going to talk quieter. I don't want to, like, just yell. I don't know. I guess is I, like, too courteous? I don't really know how else to put that. But, yeah. We are going to try this one. I'm actually going to challenge my own validity here. Because it says that the last time I did this, I did 15 with the bumper for 8. And I don't really believe that. So we're going to try it here. No, 7. Not 8. 7. Shit. I kind of knew it, but can always hope. Not even close. Okay. 7 it was. And I don't know if this audio is going to be any better, but I can try it, as goofy as it looks. I look like fucking Vegeta with the power level scanner. Alright, we'll try it again. Looking at 15 pounds instead of 15. Just take the bumper off. I want to get 8. I really do. So, let's see about doing that. You know what? I'll take that. That is 8. I hear the Velcro on this thing that's like fighting for its life. If that breaks off, that'd be horrible. There we go. All right. 15-8. I think this last one's, or second to last one's also 15. So let's see if we can kind of replicate that. But oh no, we weren't right about the top set. I'll say that much. Okay. 15 again. It'd be kind of weird if I could get 8 again. Kind of goes against proper idea of me training. But if it happens, it happens. You figure it out. It was 6. Shit. Almost got 7. One more. I think it's like 10 with the bumper. So we're just about there. Alright, last one. 10 bumper, 6 to 8 partials. You know the drill. I don't really have to explain it. I just like to. Okay, 8 and 6-ish. They were like cheated reps, but you know, the eccentric isn't. Let's get these things off of me. I've got a cable fly, and then we're pretty much done. All right, we're gonna push. Honestly, I think it's 30 this time. 30 with the bumper. I'll add those. And this is gonna be a heavy ass set. This is one where we're leaning forward. Maybe a little bit down. But we're gonna keep that tension in the chest, dude, and we're just gonna fry this fucking thing. Seven. That would have been sick. I'll go down to like 30. 3 left. And next, straight 30. I want to keep, I can get as high as I can. This elbow flexion, dude. When I get to that full stretch, this right here feels crazy. So I kind of want to make sure I get that at the bottom. Just really fry it. Damn. I'm tapping out early, dude. 6. Jesus. 25 it is. I was also like throwing my weight down to get the concentric. They weren't clean. Man. Feels good though. All in all, it's intense work. And that's gonna work. We'll do 25. And I think we're gonna end on like 20. Let me double check. We're on to 25s, man. What are we feeling? Tired. This is the last few sets. These are the ones that kind of throw me through a loop. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Shoulders flaring up again. Fuck. I'll lower it. We'll do one more. It's a bit more of like a high to low. I don't really want to high to low because that's lower chest. So thinking we do move these down one more. We get that lean in and then keep it kind of straight. I don't really know how I feel about this last one. Right shoulder's flaring up a lot. I've noticed it might be too far back, taking over with the shoulder. We get at the bottom of the eccentric. You know, that type of thing can happen. But it's only the right one. It could also be that I'm taking over more of the load with that improper form. So lighten the load here for our last one. And I'll keep the chest puffed up and just try it. Nope. Same thing. Alright, give it a break. Last thing I'm gonna do is fuck up my shoulder. Might also be this rotation here. Alright, I don't really know how well this has been working. This is kind of like a test. That, or I gotta just turn off the noise canceling for this fucking microphone, which just means you'll have to hear the music and whatever, you'll live, right? Today overall was good. Just that shoulder flare up. I mean, I'll do more work to warm it up. There's a cable, or not a cable, but a resistance band warm up I normally do. I haven't been doing it lately because I haven't been having too many problems. Normally I just go through the motion, but let us check this shit out before we go any further. I have noticed a bit more veins in the arms. And I can't tell if it's a byproduct of the pre-workout or if it's just that we're getting leaner. I mean, I haven't changed the pre-workout. I actually just used my last serving of it. So I had to buy some more today. I feel like chest is all right. It's not great. It's not bad. But it's all right. And we'll take all right. It's who we are. I mean, as far as chest goes, dude, really can't complain about any of that shit. I've never been someone who thought that I'd have, like, a relatively okay chest, genetically, you know? Like, old pictures of me tell me, you know, I was never going to get to this point, but pretty happy with it. We'll take it. Shoulders, okay. If I can just get a vacuum, I feel like I'd be killing it. What do you need to? We're done. Is what it is. Tomorrow, everything else. Back, bicep, and then I got a leg day on Friday. But I gotta go do cardio for now. And I
We got one accessory, which is just forearms. So, you know how it goes.
Till I see you again, it's be kinder than necessary. But as always, thanks for watching. Peace.